On today's episode, we'll be dealing with acknowledging the pain, the first step of healing. Betrayal cuts deep, especially when it comes from a client you have trusted. The initial step towards forgiveness is to confront and acknowledge the pain they have caused you. It is natural to feel a range of emotions: anger, disappointment, and hurt. By acknowledging these emotions, you are taking the first step towards healing. Recognizing the depth of the pain allows you to address it directly. Suppressing or ignoring your feelings can prolong the healing process and hinder your ability to move forward. Embrace your emotions, no matter how uncomfortable they may be. They are valid and essential for your healing journey. Understanding the impact of the betrayal on your emotion is crucial. It helps you gain clarity on why forgiveness is necessary, not just for your client, but for your own well-being. Allow yourself to sit with these emotions, to process and to make sense of them. Remember, acknowledging your pain does not mean you are excusing your client's behavior. It's about acknowledging the hurt they have caused you and taking the first step towards freeing yourself from its grip. By facing the pain head on, you are empowering yourself to begin the journey towards forgiveness and healing. Understanding pain. What is pain and the various forms they come in? Pain in its most general form refers to the physical or the emotional discomfort experienced by any individual, typically resulting from either an injury, illness, loss, or distress. Take note of the distress and the loss. In the context of a client betrayal in a digital media field, pain can manifest in various forms, both tangible and intangible pain. Let's take a deep dive into the various types of pain. The first one on the list is financial pain. This is perhaps the most obvious form of pain for any freelancer. A client betrayal can result in a non-payment or underpayment for services rendered, leading to a financial constraint or a financial instability. So you know that once this happens, you'll be on the edge of anger because you have lost some money or you have invested into that project, even from your own personal pocket, thinking that the client will balance you at the end of the day. The client refused to balance you. All right. The next one on the list is emotional pain. Trust is fundamental in any professional relationship, and a client's betrayal can cause significant emotional distress. Feelings of betrayal, disappointment, anger, and sadness may arise, impacting the freelancer's mental well-being and motivation. When you feel emotional pain, sometimes you don't want to even work or you don't want to partake in any project again because of the pain that you are feeling. The third kind of pain is professional pain. Beyond the immediate financial or emotional implication, a client's betrayal can damage the freelancer's professional reputation. Negative word of mouth, online reviews, or public disputes can tarnish the freelancer's credibility and hinder future career prospects. This is very important for you to note that there are some clients that they will betray you and flip on you and tarnish your name, character assassinate you, and just slander everything that you have done. The fourth kind of pain is creative pain. For many digital media freelancers, their work is a form of creative expression. It's the way you express the way you feel or the way you express yourself. So a client betrayal, such as an unauthorized use of your work, can be deeply disheartening and undermine your creative integrity. The other kind of pain is time and effort pain. Freelancers like you invest considerable time and effort into building a client relationship, understanding their needs and wants, and delivering quality work. A client betrayal not only disrupts ongoing projects but also wastes your time as a freelancer. It wastes your time and it wastes your resources. Just imagine that you went for an interview with this client. You took time to go for that interview. You took time to take note. You took time to build on the project that your client wants to build or wants to design, and you start designing, and all of a sudden this happens. Betrayal happens. So therefore, your time you have invested or the effort you have invested all goes down the drain. Existential pain. In several cases, the client betrayal may prompt existential questions about the freelancer's career choice, self-worth, and future prospect. It can lead to feelings of disillusionment and a loss of faith in your own industry as a whole or in your own work. To break it down, you can just be in a bubble of questioning yourself. Am I really a graphic designer? Am I really a videographer? Am I really a digital media specialist? Is this the right career choice for me? Or am I just in that fantasy world? You begin to question yourself. So these are some of the pain that a digital media freelancer can undergo when a client betrays them. So now let's look at barriers to acknowledging the pain. Barriers. There are some barriers in acknowledging the pain. The first one is cultural or social norms. Social expectation even discourage vulnerability, portraying it as a sign of weakness. A lot of people will say you need to bottle it up because you are a professional. You need to act professionally, but most times, even though you are acting professionally, does not mean that you should not be vulnerable to some set of people. I'm not saying to be vulnerable to your client, but I'm saying that you need to be vulnerable. You need to address these issues. In many cultures, expressing pain or emotional struggle may be viewed unfavorably, leading individuals to suppressing their feelings rather than confront them openly. The second one is fear of judgment or rejection. Fear of being judged or rejected by others can prevent individuals from acknowledging their pain. They may worry about appearing weak or burdening others with their struggles, leading them to keep their emotions hidden and suffer in silence. The third one is internalized belief. Self-belief. Internalized belief. Internalized belief, often shaped by the upbringing or past experience, can contribute to the suppression of emotions. Individuals may have learned to downplay their feelings or prioritize the needs of others over their own, making it difficult to acknowledge and address their own pain. Now let's go into strategies for acknowledging pain. We have spoke about what pain is, the various types of pains or forms of pains, and we also talk about some of the barriers when it comes to acknowledging pain. So now let's look a little bit about the strategy for acknowledging pain. Navigating the various forms of pain requires resilience, self-care, and strategic action. Freelancers may seek support from their peer, from mentors, or from professional network, exploring legal resources for contract breaches, and implementing stricter client screening process to mitigate future risks of betrayal. So if this has happened to you before in the past, you need to implement a stricter client screening process. You need to ask questions. You need to investigate your client a little bit. Ultimately, confronting and addressing the pain inflicted by a client betrayal is essential for you as a freelancer to heal, to grow, and to continue in your successful field as a digital media freelancer. One of the first strategies to apply is to engage in therapy or counseling, depending on how magnificent the betrayal is. Seeking professional help from therapists or counselors can provide a safe and a supportive space to explore and process painful emotion. Therapy offers valuable tools and techniques to cope with stress and gain insight into underlying issues. You see, most of the time, why some people refuse to become freelancer is because they don't have the capacity to handle things like this. So as a freelancer and this type of betrayals are taking place, you need to speak to somebody. So get yourself a counselor, go into therapy and solve this. The second one is journaling or creative expression. Expressing thoughts of an emotion through journaling, act, or other creative outlet can be therapeutic. Writing or creating art allows individuals to analyze their feelings, gain perspective, and release pent-up emotion in a constructive manner. All right. The third one is seek support from friends and loved ones. Sharing feelings with trusted friends and family members can provide emotional support and validation. Opening up to loved ones fosters connection and understanding, helping individuals feel less alone in their struggle. Here you have it, acknowledging pain and how to deal with the pain of betrayal from your trusted client. On the next episode, we will dig deeper into navigating betrayal as a freelancer and we'll reflect on expectations.